There was an alarming gap in the team. Although they had a real chunk and a delicate bow, the center was rather weakly manned. Until now. After Breitling Super Chronomat models with case diameters of 44 and 32, finally the brand has presented two new sizes, 38 and 40. And with that, a specialty could become a mainstream hit. So let's start with the specifications of the Breitling Chronomat 40, because in this video I will focus on that size. So, automatic watch with the mentioned case diameter, length is 47.4, height 11.8 and lug width 20. The watch is equipped with a sapphire crystal, glare-proof on both sides, and the Breitling caliber 32. This operates at a beat rate of 28,800, offers a power reserve of 42 hours and is COSC certified. We have a GMT function and a date. The watch is waterproof up to 200 meters and it comes on a steel rouleau bracelet with a butterfly clasp. Price is indicated with 5,550 euros and 5,600 US dollars. You can choose between 5 dial colors: brown, black, cream, green and blue. And now let's add the most important spec, the Breitling vibe. Instantly recognizable and here, in sharp contrast to 90s chronomats, fresh. It's just a pleasure to see the typical ingredients like the bracelet, the dominant markers on the bezel, the crown, the elegant B on the dial. And what I also love is the rather complicated finish. See the impact of high polished and brushed facets close together. And I said this before and I will happily repeat it because it's important. Watches like this can stay on the wrist because they offer a million different looks. Every ray of sunlight, every shadow and every angle gives you another impression so that the watch stays attractive for a very long time. This also applies to the bracelet. That rouleau type can be divisive. People love it or hate it. And on older Breitlings from the 90s it could look extremely outdated, like something added after the design of the watch head was finished. But here you have an organic entity. Note the glare of the high polished parts on the bezel and how it flows in two lines over the bracelet. And this impression is enhanced by the symmetric dial. You have one line from logo to the date positioned on 6. Also very nice is the deep dial of the watch. Note the Réau. There's a lot of space between hands and crystal, which can look interesting, but normally leads to a high and sometimes uncomfortable watch. Not here. We're under 12 millimeters, which is okay for a 40 millimeter watch. Also very positive is the caliber that makes a real chronometer and the 200 meter water tightness. Together with the GMT function, it really makes an all-rounder. By the way, you should also check out the 38 millimeter line. I wouldn't buy such a watch for me or the lady, but the look is just insane. It's like a little vacation. But back to our 40, which color is your favorite? Let me know in the comments, please. I find it really hard to pick one. For me personally, this watch works more like a garment. Strictly speaking, you would need several colors for several occasions. By that, it's hardly possible. True, the price is rather mediocre for that genre and this brand, but 5,500 remains 5,500, right? And so, with slight sadness, I'd like to close this episode now. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much and see you next Monday to Watch of the Week.